morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. Welcome to Internet Uncapped. And I'd like to give a shout out to all my crack whores and all of my dinosaurs. We have another one for you today. Wings of Redemption, baby. He just quit the internet. Huh? Well, let's go ahead and let's jump right into it. This is breaking, well, not breaking because we're not doing it right when it happened, but this is something that took storm the other day. We're going to go ahead and go to the good old X. Pa! Here we go. And this is right from Wingo's Twitter, as DSP would say, Twitter or
The
X.
Twitter.
All right, and then again, this is right from Jordy. I guess I should say something before I disappear. Poof. I want to be clear the air. I want to clear the air that I didn't quit Lolcow Crypt. I was put in a position that me walking away was the best outcome. I hate seeing friends hurt and people were attacking Jaffe and Tech in real life. They had people show up and want to fight family members. They had people threatening to attack siblings and family members, and they had police called to their property. I don't stand for any of that. And I think, Evan, we can
No,
go
the
ahead.
very first episode that he was on, I think it was Lolcow. Yeah. What was it? Can you scroll up?
Lolcow Crypt.
Lolcow Crypt. Yeah, I was blanking. Yeah, that was happening. The Wings' trolls were actually like swatting like two of the hosts, and it's horrible, and I also don't condone it either. But his reaction was like kind of funny. He's like, "Yeah, you might want to call your local police department. This is not. I don't know. This is not very good. But yeah. I know what they're gonna do. You guys might want to, go on, call your local police department." So it seems like
He's
a
done
lot
with
of
it.
the trolls went way too far, and they just could not help themselves because Wings was on the show.
Mm-hmm. And we're going to talk more about that in a second because I have an opinion on it, but I'll wait till the end.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next paragraph. I've been a victim of nearly a year-long campaign of hatred and a doxing campaign. They targeted my income, my personal relationships, and my property. They would find someone who would donate to me and then send them thousands of dollars worth of cash on delivery services. I'm very emotional and hate to see people who have supported me and been friendly with me for years get abused, and it took a toll on my mental health. I've had people attempt to tow my property off my yard. That shouldn't be laughing. I had people come steal things from my property. They would offer grills, ice chests, and statues and things like that for free on Facebook Marketplace, and people would come take them while I was away. Again, I shouldn't be laughing. I would have hookers show up at my house at 3 a.m. and threats of gun violence gets me on my day. God damn, I shouldn't be fucking laughing.
I shouldn't be laughing either, and yeah, I'm sorry. That is objectively kind of funny.
Fucking Christ. I remember those stripper streams, dude. That shit was funny. Fuck. They'll sit around and pretend it's the videos they made that pushed me to leave the internet, but it was the illegal activity they do in chat rooms that Discord and Discord support would never help me do anything about. They would use these same tactics against people around me to get them to share phone numbers, DMs, and personal effects. This problem is much larger than me since I noticed more content creators are suffering with similar groups. This is a new problem that policing hasn't caught up to yet. I'm fully aware I am on the back end of my career as a YouTube content creator. I probably held on longer than I should have because of my weight issues. I'm only guilty of saying edgy things for the sake of getting views, and I've never actively harmed or hurt anyone my 18 and a half years online. I'm going away now, and I hope this isn't goodbye, but if it is, thank you for allowing me to entertain you. I mean, a lot to make of there. And before I give my opinion, I just want to show what Lummox has shown. Lummox has gotten a screenshot, and it reads, "Oh my lord, the trolls won't leave me alone. Look here, look, listen." Okay, I did that part in there. If you are in Myrtle Beach area and take Uber, Richard is your driver. Please send me the screenshot. Let's see how many we can get. And there it is. That's him, Jordy Jordan.
That is Wings. Yeah.
So this is what I'll say about Wings. Do I think the doxing and all that stuff is unnecessary? Yes. But the reason why people have resorted to that is because of two things, and it's because of two different mindsets. There are some trolls that take it way too far, and they just try to get the next big laugh. That's those people need to stop. Now, there are other people that look at Wings saying, I think the age of consent should be 12. That's Wings said that. And he said it was for shock jock value, is for all this stuff. Wings, you have never really apologized for it. And when you did it, it didn't come off as sincere.
Yeah.
You need to actually apologize, show that you have changed, and then maybe, just maybe, you'll get some good fortune. But until that time, guess what? People are still going to fuck with you. You said, again, the age of consent should be 12. That's disgusting.
Yeah.
And you should never say that for shock jock. I would never say that. And you were in your 20s, man. I've never said anything like that in my 20s. I never said, oh, the age of consent. No, I've never said that. That's weird fucking behavior. And, you know, have you done anything nefarious? I don't know. I'm not you. Okay? Only you know what you've truly done. You've said that. You said that you trapped a kitten under a bucket and then you forgot about it and it died. You've said that, Wings. You have said that you kept trying to see if this cat would land on its legs and you dropped it and then it snapped its neck. You have said these things, Wings. And then you say it's a shock jock. How do people know? People don't. And the problem is your worth on the internet is only as good as the words that come out of your mouth. And no one tells you to say certain things. You just say it. And then you get mad. It's your fault, Wings. You need to stop. Stop it. Get some help.
Get some help.
But in the end, there's only one person that you have to blame, Wings, and that's yourself. Because you gave in to the trolls. And when they were almost kind of gone, what did you do? You pushed Kelly. Literally, you pushed her. And it was abuse. And people don't look at just the fact that you pushed her. People look at the fact that when she was on her back, we've talked about it. What did she do? She put her hands up. That shows patterns. And people have accused you of this stuff. They haven't seen it, but they've accused you of stuff. And then they look at you talking about putting a cat under a bucket, going ahead and throwing a cat up in the air, and then it snapped its neck. People look at those things. And I will say this. Listen, I did play Call of Duty with Wings. Not Battlefield. Wow. I did play one time with Wings.
Oh.
And I had my cat. And I kept talking about my cat. And Wings, you said in that game. And I wish I recorded it. Because it was on Battlefield 5 and it was on the mountain map. And we were playing as, I forgot who the fuck we were playing as. Fuck, I have to do some research. I haven't played that game in a long time. But I was doing the sniper challenges. My cat, Sylvester, kept coming up to me. And you said, oh, you're playing with your pussy? That's it. And Wings, you have, like, you said that. You can't deny it. You can go ahead and say, oh, you know, I didn't. You said that, Wings. You said that. And I don't have the proof to back it up. I don't. I'm a fucking idiot.
To be honest, it checks out. That is definitely something he would say.
You know, and I wish I recorded it. And I feel fucking stupid that I didn't. But he did say that shit in a game with me.
Oh my God.
And he added me after I talked to him on Facebook. And I could find those messages. I messaged him on Facebook.
Wow.
And because I wanted, my plan, I'm going to be honest with you. My plan was to wait for him to go live, and I was going to join a game, and I was going to say, shout out Sean Ranklin. I'm being honest with you. I wanted to get into the session and say, shout out Sean Ranklin, big ups Liquid Richard, and say everything. And then if he banned me, fuck it. That was my honest intention. Wow. He added me from Facebook, and yep. That was my intention, but I never got to it. He blocked me afterward. I don't know why. I sent him an invite to a game, and then next thing I know, he wasn't there. But Wings said that shit. So, I mean, at the end of the day, Wings, if you had just apologized and it was fucking sincere, maybe you wouldn't have as many haters. You're always going to have haters no matter what, but maybe you wouldn't have as much if you just didn't do this stupid shit. But it is what it is. I mean, if he chooses to go ahead and ride off into the sunset, that's his choice. We can't tell him how to live.
Yeah.
And if he's off the internet, good. You know, I think that's best for him. I don't think he should be on the internet no more. But I will say this: Wings to lolcows did a very great service of being essentially a target. What are the Wings trolls going to do now? Some of them are going to say, you know what, I got Wings off the internet, we're good. Some of them are going to tout themselves like that. But some of these other guys, they're going to go, okay, who's next?
Yeah.
Imagine if the trolls, imagine like the shit that happens with Wings. Oh my God, imagine if that happened with Cyrax. Imagine if that happened with DSP. Yeah. Oh my God, it would just get fucking. Oh my God, Phil. Yeah, these freaking downloads keep going up to my house asking me for some Pokemon cards. These fucking
freaking no-loads. They left a watermelon on my porch.
Yeah, so these fucking assholes. All right, so they ordered me some food. You get it? And then they smashed the watermelon on my porch. Now I got raccoons. I got woodland critters. Yeah. Like.
Oh my God.
Christ. We'll see what happens. I think Wings is going to come back. I think just like Phil, Wings is on YouTube till he dies.
Yeah, at this point. I would say.
He has this big gap in his resume.
Mm-hmm.
What is Wings going to say? Oh, I was CEO of the Wings of Redemption YouTube channel. And then they're going to search Wings of Redemption and they're going to see him taking controllers and going across the room, going, come the fuck on. Oh, my Lord.
Oh, my Lord.
Look here. Look, listen. Look here. Not fine does not fucking stop it. So stop giving fucking advice you know nothing about. Fuck.
Yeah.
And then you're going to get the... That's my favorite one. He goes up to the wall, he's up there, he hears the shotgun going off, and he's fuck. Oh, fucking A, dude. As I had to like walk through everything, some packing still. Oh, fucking Christ.
Yeah.
Anyways, that pretty much wraps it up. Any comments?
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's funny. I know he's a lolcow, but definitely because of sort of the persona that he puts out online, I never thought of him as someone who was like that malicious. I just think he just gets himself into shit and a lot of trouble. But definitely I agree in the respect that, you know, if he really was remorseful, he would actually own up to his shit. And he would own up to his actions, and he really just hasn't done that necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
I think that, you know, he needed to figure out his life. It was very clear, especially after the Fat Camp situation where he pushed Kelly over the table, that he really needed to get his shit together. He really did. And
I think even before that.
Sure. But I'm saying that was like... That was the warning signal. That was like, okay, now we can't tolerate
I would say maybe the warning signal for a casual.
For a casual. I would agree. Because I only knew about Wings because of Lolcow Live. And because of you, actually. You introduced me to Wings. But I mostly knew him because of Lolcow Live, in the context of when I was watching him. So, you know, I think that, you know, he should have figured out his life way earlier. He should have really sort of understood what other people were literally trying to tell him. Like, there were warnings from Boogie and Keemstar about shit that he was pulling off and whatever. And you know, and then, you know, the freaking Kelly getting on camera and ripping up their freaking birth certificates and all that shit. Like, you know, I mean, I don't know, but I think that, you know what? Look, he made the right choice because he knew that if he was going to continue being on Lolcow Crypt, that it would only endanger his co-hosts. You know,
so I respect that move,
and I do respect it for that reason. And you know, and you know what? There's a lot. Nobody's perfect. Everybody's got their shit that they have and whatever. I believe in redemption to a point with certain people. I think with Wings, I don't know whether he can do it. I personally don't know.
Yeah.
But if he does come back, the hope is that he can understand what he needs to say and how he needs to portray himself. Again, he's not going to be perfect, and he's gonna be the same Wings that we've known him for. But at the end of the day, like, you know what? Figure out your life, try to get your shit together. You're a little closer now than you were before, but you still got a long road ahead of you.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, but I think Wings never changes. That's the ultimate downfall. He's too lazy.
Yeah. So,
and I like I said before, it's only gonna end with him dying. Like he's gonna do YouTube till he dies. Same thing with BBL Philly. That's the ultimate end for both of these morons.
Yeah, unfortunately. So.
Mm-hmm. But like they say, it is what it is.
It is.
All right.
Yeah.
But that's been our coverage of Wings. Be sure to subscribe, hit the bell icon to get notifications, hit the like button, leave a comment down below. And until next time, to all my crack whores and all my dinosaurs, we'll see you in the next video. Peace out.